Welcome to the wonderful world of Hungry Heath. I am not a classically trained chef. What I am is a self-taught home cook. I have studied under several television chefs. I have a PhD from YouTube University and a black belt in Google Food. I love to cook. The only thing I love within cooking is my wife, the sensational Shelly Eats Steak. Together we host what we like to call the Friday Night Feast. Now this happens every Friday night, 6:30 Central. We'll cook up an entree, maybe a couple little snacks, show you all how we do it, and we spend the rest of the evening just chewing the fat with all of our friends in the Hungry Horde. Love to have you over for dinner sometime. Hope you can tune in.
Hey, my sunglasses got scratched.
Oh no, I'm sorry. So as you can tell, we're mobile. We're back in the car again. We're heading, actually we just decided at the last minute we're gonna go eat lunch. Originally, we had said last night we were going to cook at home, but then somebody decided she wanted to go out to eat, and I can't deny her. So that's what we're doing. Oh, they were scratched? I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're scratched pretty bad.
Oh.
Good thing they were cheap.
So, this is my MS journey. I can't remember what week. It's either 117 or 118. I can't remember, honestly.
It's in the title.
Yeah, you'll see it whenever you go to watch this. Sorry about that, y'all. It got away from me. Got a lot going on recently, and obviously we got more going on now too, because actually the only reason why we left the house is because the package of mushrooms I bought the other day, they were amazing, they looked good, they're all giant, but there wasn't that many in the package.
No.
So we need more of those. There's a couple other things we wanted to pick up as well. Oh yeah, we wanted some eggs, because we were going to cook eggs tomorrow. I want some fried eggs, and our favorite is the happy eggs. And we got to turn around. I left the coupons at the house. You're just going to pull in and park, laugh at me while running to grab them. Luckily, we haven't left the neighborhood. And you know what's really bad is we were sitting there playing on our phone trying to find some place to go eat. And while she was looking it up on her phone, I could have ran in the house and got them.
Mm-hmm.
I just now noticed in my pocket that everybody picks on me for having a pocket on my shirt. That's where my coupons were supposed to be. I just noticed that they were missing.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to pull up here in a minute. I'm going to run in and grab them. I'm going to leave y'all chatting with her. She's going to laugh at me and tell you what a great find I am.
I'm looking to see if they have chairs. I don't see
Oh, yeah, they're having a yard sale. We're passing up, y'all. We didn't notice it because in the middle of this is the main drag to our neighborhood, but there's several medians running down the middle, so we can't always see on the other side of the road here in these other yards as we're running out. But now it was on the right side of us, so we could have seen it just now.
So he always calls it a yard sale.
Yeah.
I grew up calling it a garage sale.
They're not set up in the garage, hence the term yard sale.
But they always say garage sale. Look, that says garage sale.
Yeah, but
even back there it said garage sale.
Yes, but words have meanings, so that's why I'm using the correct word for the terminology.
But nobody says yard sale.
I know, and it bothers me. Just like whenever Whataburger calls their taquitos, their breakfast tacos, they call it a taquito, and it's not. It's a taco. Or the way they call here in Texas, they call a cobalesque. They call it a kolache.
It's a kolache.
And it's not.
Oh, I'm gonna hurt. And look, pretty good because you left it cracked open. Our garage door was like a foot open, y'all. Somebody might have shimmied under that and took all of our non-valuable.
See, growing up, we used to leave the door like that on purpose so the cat could come and go.
Oh, well, we don't have a cat to come and go.
I know. I'm running back in. You entertain the troops.
I'll entertain the horde. But yeah, I've always called it a garage sale. Technically, it's not in the garage. Usually what we do, though, because it's in front of the garage, usually on the driveway, but you would sit in the garage because it's covered. And I mean, sometimes I have had where I would have some things sitting in the garage sale, but most of it on the driveway. So that's why we always called it, my family, we always called it a garage sale. And everybody here, all of the signs say garage sale. So comment below, let me know, what do you call it? Garage sale or yard sale? Isn't there another terminology for it besides yard and garage?
Yeah, trash. That's all you're doing is buying somebody else's trash. Stuff they don't want, that's why it's for sale.
Oh, goodness.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong because it isn't always trash.
And I got the coupons.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. So, yes, let me know. Comment below. And here we are. Take 2 to get out of the subdivision. Y'all have no idea how often this happens.
Because somebody's always in a hurry.
No, because no, don't you try to blame it on me, because a lot of the times you're in a hurry, and that's why you forget half the stuff. And I'll even say, hey, did you remember this, this, and this?
Time out. Back it up. I never said it was your fault. I just said somebody was in a hurry. That's all I said. You, just feeling guilty, took it upon yourself to say that it was your fault.
I was not feeling guilty.
Obviously.
Oh.
Somebody said it was Shelly's fault.
So this Friday night, Heath will not be on there anymore.
It was nice knowing y'all. Where are we going to go eat?
You said Saltgrass.
Yay! I love steak. And they have the Brussels.
Yeah, you do like the Brussels. I might get Brussels too. Heck, why not?
It's to be one time every once in a while.
Yeah.
Well, because, I mean, we also thought about Longhorn, but at least at Saltgrass, they're a Landry's restaurant. We're a member of Landry's, so we earn rewards there.
That's true.
And we have earned enough that actually last year at KPL, we were able to use it to go out to eat, and it didn't cost us anything.
That's true. That's true.
That's why I love...
We try to save up the rewards.
And that's why also...
G-Cell.
Yeah, but theirs is actually set up in the garage.
No, it was out on the driveway.
But I saw them walking pieces back in the garage.
Yeah, that's both.
Yes.
Just like theirs is both.
No, theirs was not even near the garage.
It was in the driveway.
No, it was in the middle of the yard.
No, it wasn't.
Hence the term yard sale.
It was directly in the driveway, sir. No, nobody puts it out in the yard, because who wants to walk in all the grass and everything else? And dog poop and pee and everything else that's in a grass. So yes, Saltgrass, we get points. And then Longhorn, you have to, if you're, very strict, you have to be careful, because you have to tell them you don't want any love, because their seasoning defaults that they put on their steak has sugar in it. Their steak rub has sugar, so you have to tell them no love.
And then she also mentioned maybe going to Texas Roadhouse, which we know the only thing there we could eat would be a salad with no dressing, because everything they do has soybean or whatever.
Or canola oil,
yes.
Yeah.
That's why we never go there on our own.
Right. And I don't, you know what? And when you think about it, Saltgrass versus Longhorn versus Texas Roadhouse versus Outback.
They're all about the same level.
Yeah, I would consider them all the same level. And as far as food and all goes, I just feel like Saltgrass probably tastes just as good, if not better, than the rest of them.
Because I figured they're all using the same supply house. They're all coming from Cisco.
Well,
I would just imagine.
Yeah, but Cisco's gonna change what they deliver to each place.
Yeah.
But I figure as far as taste and the price and everything, they're all roughly the same, and the distance for all of them is roughly the same.
Yes.
Where we're at, like all 4 of those are all within the same 10 miles, basically. So we're fortunate we have our choice. I know not everybody has that type of option. I would say if you rank those 4, which would be your favorite as far as food, taste goes?
Saltgrass.
Okay.
I just like the old favorite.
What's the old favorite?
The Saltgrass, I'm saying, because I've eaten there so many times. I'm just used to it. I know what to order. I know what they can do for me. And I know the flavors and everything. You know what I mean?
Right. Who would be number 2?
Probably Saltgrass. I mean, I'm sorry, Longhorn.
Okay.
And then Outback.
Oh, okay. I would have put Outback
next
as a close second, because I feel like Outback versus Saltgrass, they're very close to me. What I like about Outback is they do have the French onion soup. And last time I was able to get it without the bread, and they still put the cheese over it.
All right, you win. Let's go there today.
No, I don't don't feel like going all the way there. Or, you know.
How far away is it from Saltgrass?
It's the same. But it's the other side of the road. But, I mean...
She says the other side of the road because we have to cross 45 to get to it. Yeah. That is a little bit of a headache sometimes.
Well, but for the same price and everything, and I said it's a close second to Saltgrass.
I mean, honestly, she was asking about, my preferences, and honestly, Saltgrass always edges it out for me because we get the rewards.
Right. That's what I do it
why.
too. That's why I said it edges a little bit because, like, would I rather spend, $50, $60 at Outback or that same amount at Saltgrass and at least earn towards a reward? Right. And then I'm trying to think. It's been so long since we've gone to any of those, what sides they have. I think that's the other thing is Texas Roadhouse, I feel like, doesn't have as many side options.
Right. That are keto friendly anyways, or are keto friendly anyways.
Well, it's like, if you really are into broccoli, then that's a great option for you. But, I'm not, like, it's not my first choice is like, ooh, broccoli. Whereas we have gotten at Saltgrass, like the asparagus.
Yes.
Which is really good. And I thought before we even got mushrooms as a side, which was good. So I feel like there's more. I don't know. I get disappointed when places are like, oh, all the sides are starches except for broccoli or a salad. And it's like, oh, I'm just not crazy about broccoli, I guess.
And then I don't remember, at like Longhorn and Outback, do they include a salad also?
I think they all do.
I know Saltgrass does. So that's another bonus for me right there.
Yeah, I believe they all do the same type of thing.
And then for a while there, y'all know we were trying to do carnivore. And when we go to eat there, the only thing you could order a la carte for their steaks was a sirloin. Ugh. And we're not big fans of sirloin. So that was not fun.
No.
I only eat sirloins when they're absolutely on sale.
Absolutely on sale. Or basically, I would say really the only time we eat a sirloin is when we're on the cruise ship.
Yes.
That's the only free steak option is a sirloin. Then it's kind of like, well,
that's the default.
At least it's still beef.
Right.
And I can put tons of butter on it.
Yeah.
And it'll be
hot sauce.
Right. It'll be edible. But yeah, that's not my first choice either.
Because last year for Christmas, one of our fabulous, amazing moderators, Air Frying Auntie, gave me a Christmas wreath with all hot sauces. And y'all, it was very, very handy because they're little bitty miniature bottles. So that's what we did on the cruise last year. We brought all those bottles with us and used several of them up. Yeah. So we'll be doing that again this year.
Right. That is handy. And there's Rudy's.
No, yeah, but every time you eat there, it makes you sick, though.
I know.
We're not doing that.
Well, I was just going to say, if you're in Houston and you're visiting and you're like, oh, I really want barbecue, and you don't want to stand in line for actually great barbecue, then
you have good barbecue. I like their food.
It tastes good, but yeah, it does make me sick every time. So
we don't know what they put in it that does it to her.
I think that they use like canola oil or something to like baste it or something. Yeah. Something like that, y'all.
Or margarine or something.
Right. Sad.
Yeah, it is. Because they're right here by the house. Because we used to come over here all the time.
Right.
Because they're so close and convenient.
Yeah.
And then we were thinking about maybe going to a sandwich shop. But, because RSK's been having lots of, they started a little, a current trend with everybody doing the lettuce wraps, the unwich. So we're thinking about going and doing that. But I only like to do that. Maybe I'm just too picky, but I only like to do that if I'm getting it to go and I bring it home and eat it. Something about those sandwich shops, their dining rooms are never really that comfortable to me.
Well, we thought about going to Firehouse Subs because they have all those great hot sauces.
Yeah.
But then you were like, but the idea of just having as a lettuce wrap wasn't that appealing to you. You're like, oh, just get it in a bowl.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I don't know.
We could do it better and cheaper at home.
We could, yeah.
Just buy a thing of steakums. Because that's really when I go to a sandwich shop, that's really what I want is like a cheesesteak. So I can just buy a thing of steakums and get it a lot cheaper.
Right.
Just throw some peppers and onions in there.
And it'd be cleaner and cheaper.
Yeah. And I get it quick too. That stuff cooks up really fast.
Well, and I do love a really good Italian sub.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, sometimes whatever they put in the stuff doesn't always sit well with me. And again, just like, I guess we're at the point where we're just not crazy about lettuce.
Right. I say that, but I just said we're getting a free salad with our damn meal. I'll eat that. I don't mind that as a small, because it's just, basically a handful of lettuce. But then I saw on Facebook earlier, though, I don't remember who it was, one of the sandwich shops had a special going right now. If you buy 3 meatball subs, you get a 4th sandwich for free. And I was like, that sounds good if I ate sandwiches and bread and stuff like that.
Right, and you know their meatball is going to be total crap.
Yeah.
Right. And I guess that's my thing, is I usually like the hot subs.
Yes.
Because even the Italian sub, like at Firehouse, you can get it hot.
Yes, that's what I always liked also.
That's how I like it too. I think part of it is because last night on the live, we were talking about muffaladas.
Yes.
And I'm just like really having a craving for a muffalada.
Yeah. Well, there's any of the sandwich shops up here you can get one and get it in a bowl?
No.
Not worth it?
No. Not that would know how to do it properly.
Just throw it all off and let's just go to New Orleans and get it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go right now.
There. Okay, sure, dear.
We'll see y'all later.
But then I got to thinking it's going to be interesting in April because we usually do our channel coupon the last Saturday, but I know the Saturday before we're going to be in Austin, and the last Saturday there's like an event, like a festival going on, so I'm like, oh, what are we going to do?
We'll have to poll the people tonight, because that's the thing too, y'all. Another reason we're running, trying to get everything done, because we have our cook-along tonight. So what we can do is just poll everybody and get their opinion on how we're going to treat that.
Right.
Because would they be opposed to us just skipping it or doing it a week early?
Well, it would have to be 2 weeks early because the week early is Austin.
Okay. Then.
Or I would do it a week early.
Okay.
And then we'd have to be doing it in basically 2 weeks from now.
Is there any way we could do it while we're at the Airbnb? No, because we'd be at the event.
Yeah.
So no, we couldn't do it.
Right.
Dang
right.
It.
That's what I was saying. We'll figure it out. I mean, if we do it like at 6:30, I think we can work that out. It's just something that popped in my head. I was like, oh yeah, that's the date that one festival's going on. I wanted to go to. So.
Right. Oh, that's the thing too. So she has prior plans.
Okay, and then let's move on because I feel like we've just spent this whole time rambling.
That's what people tune in for.
Oh yeah, is that what y'all tune in for?
Yes.
Our rambles.
And this so they get to listen to us argue.
Oh,
it's their soap opera.
Oh, that's definite entertainment.
Yes. Look at these idiots.
So, how has your MS been going this week?
Fantabulous.
Did you do your DDPY?
Of course I did. Every day that I was scheduled. I only had it for 4 days this week.
Look,
which
it's
is
sawgrass.
Yes.
Ooh, Lupe Tortilla. Do you remember that place?
Yes, but I don't know if we can do anything keto there, really.
Not really.
Because everything's rice and beans, chips and salsa.
They even have a brunch, y'all.
Yeah.
And we used to love their brunch, but like now, no. I just remember the fajitas used to be good, but yeah, you're right. I don't know now.
Because they don't even have chicharrones. And we usually skip a Mexican restaurant if they don't have chicharrones.
I know.
That's another reason I really, really like saltgrass also. But she's like, well, she's part of it. She gets burned down. Not saltgrass. I'm sorry. Gringos. She says she's getting burned down a couple of restaurants. But I'm easy. I want to go to any of them.
Yeah, we know you're easy. I just feel like something different. Ooh, look at the traffic going north or south. I wonder what's going on there.
I hope we don't have to run into that on the way home.
I know.
Well, we just go the back way back in, I guess.
Yeah, y'all need to clean that stuff up.
But
what's going on?
So yeah, so those of y'all that don't know, we are driving on the highway?
Yeah,
45. Interstate 45. It's the main road that runs through Houston, and if you stay on it, it runs up into Dallas and even further north.
Yeah.
So this is the main road.
And then it turns into, what, 35 or something in Dallas?
Something like that.
And then there's the Federal American Grill, which is sort of a steakhouse and stuff, but again, I don't think they had a lot of side options, and that always bums me out.
Because in most of those we run into is they have just potatoes.
I know. And then this whiskey cake, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Or they have like mac and cheese, stuff like that. So like you said, all carbs.
Right.
And then we passed another barbecue joint here, but they put sugar in it. They're what I consider fast food. They're an old restaurant. They're Papa's Brothers Barbecue, but they sauce everything.
Yeah.
And their sauce has sugar in it. I used to go in there all the time to get their sandwiches because they even have a drive-through, so I could do it at lunch and get or like a baked potato or something like that. But that was back when I ate carbs. Right.
And I mean, and I would rate them as just good barbecue.
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider them great by any means. But the only thing I really liked from them, I never cared for their barbecue as is.
Right.
And to me, great barbecue, you should be able to just eat the meat and that's it.
Yeah.
I like their breakfast tacos.
Yes.
Because it was on the way to my old job, so it was like perfect to go there and get a breakfast taco on my way to work every day.
Was the last one, or was that the pickup only?
Let's see, is that one? That one
I see a little sign here.
Well, that's for that one, but not this one.
Oh, nice. They saved us a spot.
Oh, shit. Oh, whoops, y'all.
Now we're demonetized. Thanks, Shelly. Little Miss Potty Mouth.
Sometimes I forget.
And look, and Whataburger has their sweet and spicy back.
Oh. I was never crazy about that one, were you?
I wasn't either. A few times I did order it. Of course, I did it in the truck while I was working, driving through, and it always ended up spilling on me.
Oh, I know.
And that was awesome, too, because then I'd have stains all over my shirt when I went in and talked to the customers.
Right?
The superintendents.
I know.
But, y'all, that's how I get a lot of my ideas. Because there's tons of billboards all up and down this road here where we're at. And I'll see signs like that, and I was like, ooh, I can keto that.
Right, exactly.
And then I'm still in so many different foodie groups on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then of a lot of the, like with the Landry's restaurant. Landry's is the ones that own Saltgrass, right? I'm still on their mailer, too. And they have several different restaurants. In fact, they have them nationwide. But, I get ideas from stuff, their specials they're sending out to us.
Yeah.
So.
And that's always good.
Yeah. We just got here. I'm getting hangry, so we're going to pause.
You're always hangry.
And then when we leave here, we're going to Kroger, so we'll have a little bit more time to chat with them on the way.
Okay, we can figure out what we're going to chat about. Why don't you all ever give us ideas? Like, give us a comment and whatever you want us to discuss.
Right.
And we can discuss it on the next week's Emma's Journey.
It's a rant request.
Yeah. What do you want us to rant about next week? Comment below, and we'll definitely give you your opinion, because I feel like we always are just like, hey, this is our thoughts.
But this is the way it is.
Right? But no, it'd be fun if people like gave us ideas of what to rant about.
I'm scared now.
Right? And be like, okay, this is our thoughts on this. Like, a lot of y'all
Bring it on.
Are great about telling us, oh, that was so great, that was so helpful. But sometimes I want to, like, y'all to ask us a question, and maybe we'll feel like we're smart because people are asking us. Nobody ever asks us, hey, what do you think about this or that, right?
Yeah.
And we can give our thoughts on, I don't know, whatever it is. What do you think about this challenge? Or what do you think about doing this?
Right.
I don't know. Am I being silly?
And if y'all noticed, I'm bringing in... Y'all,
How would they notice? They're not in the car. They're in the back seat, babe.
Well, you could have let me finish.
Okay, I could have.
It says Ply Gem on it. This is a window manufacturer from an old company I used to work for. When I used to work for a cabinet company, they also sold cabinets. They sold cabinets, windows, appliances, countertops. This is one of the window manufacturers. They gave us a little bag. Shelly calls it my purse. This is what I put my my to-go stuff in. Like here, I have my liquid stevia I get from HEB. I put it in here. We get a Redmond salt in here. I carry this in every time we go out to eat. So I'm getting this and going and eat.
Another receipt.
Nice.
And I just noticed this, y'all. Saltgrass, it says they're the original Texas Steakhouse. I didn't know
Nice.
they were considered the original.
Well, it's
Or-
because they put it on their sign first.
Right? Who's the original steakhouse in Texas? I'm gonna so Google that, and it better say Saltgrass. Or I'm gonna be like, you are misrepresenting here.
That's fine. I want a discount.
Right? All right, let's go eat.
Alrighty.
I'm hungry.
Alrighty, folks. We just got through eating, and y'all,
We're so full.
yeah, it was so nice. You would have seen a minute ago where I showed y'all what we got. I was so happy. I didn't know they did this. Because normally I would get the prime rib or the cowboy ribeye.
No, you wouldn't normally get the prime rib.
Not prime, I'm sorry, yeah, I'd normally get the ribeye. Or the cowboy ribeye.
Yeah.
But they had prime rib today. It was delectable.
Yeah, they said that on Fridays and Saturdays they do prime rib where they cook it overnight.
Yeah.
And preferably serve it medium rare, which is the proper way.
Yeah, it's what we enjoy anyways.
But you could ask for it as a blasphemy to be more well done. But I mean,
if you like shoe leather.
huh?
If you like shoe leather.
But I would just say if you don't like a medium rare prime rib, just order the ribeye
Yeah.
or the sirloin. But it was really good. Lots of great fat in it, and the fat was just like, you know how sometimes you get fat and it's like chewy?
Mm-hmm.
This was like butter. It
Yes,
was just
straight
so
dissolved.
Yeah, so however they cook it, because I have got prime rib before, honestly, when we've gotten it on the cruise ship, and the fat is just chewy, like you're just chewing on a piece of rubber band. It's just awful. But this, it just like almost melted as soon as I put it in my mouth.
So it was
That's what she
spectacular.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. Had nice seasoning on the outside. They serve it with their horseradish and sour cream.
This is just wild, babe, but I'm gonna start making that at home.
Yeah, or you could just get just plain fresh horseradish, and then au jus. But yeah, I'm so freaking full.
Yes. And
Wow.
then now we're headed to Kroger because we have a couple of things we need to pick up.
And it said, my car said 93.
Oh?
It felt hot.
Oh, yeah.
Since we got in here, I was like, oh, it's in the 90s, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's summer now.
Mm-hmm.
We had spring for a day.
Right?
But yeah, so we're gonna head to Kroger, pick up a couple of items. You said mushroom, eggs, what else?
I was thinking of shrimp because I got a coupon for shrimp. But she's like, whatever.
We still have a bag of shrimp.
I have a bag.
A bag.
I want 2 bags.
Yeah, but we know we're not gonna eat shrimp this week.
Yeah. But the
And-
coupon expires this week.
No, we've got another coupon that's good for May.
Oh, okay then. Well, I was thinking too. So I got this whole stack here. Whatever we don't use, I'm just gonna leave it there, one of the aisles, and let somebody else have it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll just learn how to speak. It'll be better anyways if we only hit a couple of items, because we need to get home and get set up for the show today.
Yeah, it's already 4.
I know.
Oh my gosh, where did the time go?
I thought that was gonna happen, but
We're good. We're good. So we're gonna post this, but I'd like to ask on
Yeah.
this too.
that's a good idea.
We were talking, of course, about the cruise.
Because it's the MS Journey and Cruise Talk.
Right, 70 days until pre-cruise shenanigans. Actually, less than for the pre-cruise. But anyways, we're talking about the cruise, right? We're obviously super excited. I mean, we're gonna have KetoCon, but honestly, it's the cruise.
Right. That's just a little blip.
Right, and we were talking about, like, what kind of cruise videos do y'all want us to release? I mean, we did a whole series last year. Like, I did a pack with me. We talked about the different ports. We talked about tips on Royal Caribbean. And we talked about the dining on Royal Caribbean. What do you want us to talk about this year? Like, I definitely want to do a video over what to do in, I say Houston, but basically what to do where you're going to be in Houston. You're technically, if you're coming in, you're going to be staying on the north side of Houston, which is totally different. So if you've never been to Houston, it's a huge area. Like a friend and I she's like not even, part of the cruise or anything, but she made a post and it's like basically if you're thinking, oh, on Saturday, I'm going to go to Galveston. Like, no, you're not.
Well, if you do, you get up very early in the morning and drive down there. Because from our house to Galveston is a little over an hour, especially depending on traffic.
Yeah, I would count on an hour and a half easy. But here's the thing. If you're going to the pre-cruise dinner, which starts at 6, you're going to want to have time to get back and shower and get ready for that. So if you're planning on an hour and a half each way, which right now we're in traffic. So whatever happened on our way up here is still going on. So who knows? Well, there's 3 hours of your day, right? And then you have to figure, okay, if you want to get back to the hotel and shower, I don't know. That looks iffy.
No. We're not doing that. I was laughing at that. I'm sorry, y'all. We're on the
freeway.
Far right side of the freeway here, and I'm seeing people crossing the ditch in their trucks.
Yeah, they made their own exit.
We're not doing that because our car sits a little lower. We would bottom out on that curb right there.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
Well, and there's
it's illegal too.
Yeah, it's Texas. Do we care about laws? But as I was saying, so you'd want to get back to your hotel no later than 5. So that means you would need to leave Galveston really no later than 3:30. So if you're thinking of doing that, I mean, that's not a whole lot of time, and it's Galveston. I'm going to be frank with y'all. In case you've never been to the ocean or the Gulf, and you just are like, I got to have a beach and water, Galveston is not that good, y'all.
No, it's not.
I know people here, some of them do enjoy it, but it's dirty.
Yeah.
The water is dirty. Like, it's brown water, y'all. It's brown water. It's not, don't be picturing like Florida water where it's nice and pretty and clear. It's brown.
Oh, wait. Some of us joke and call it the toilet bowl of the rest of the nation.
It's brown, and it's the sand. To me, it's dirty to me. Like, if I go to Galveston, I'm not going to the beach. I'm going to go shop and do that kind of stuff. And
there's very good restaurants on the island.
There are some good restaurants, but that's what I basically go for.
Yes.
But again, I'm not a beach person. I know that there's some people who absolutely love the beach, and I actually have a good childhood friend, and they go to the beach all the time and camp out there. That just sounds like misery to me. But it just kind of sets your standards low, that it's going to be ugly. It's going to be brown water, and if you're okay with that and you want to do that, just kind of make sure you keep a track of time, because it's going to be a lot of traveling in a day with traffic, and then I feel like most people are going to feel rushed if they then have to be back at the hotel in time to shower, because you'll definitely want to shower and get ready for the pre-cruise dinner. But that's why, just let us know, what do you want us to talk about? So we were going to do a video basically about what to do on the north side of Houston, or even if you want to venture into like downtown Houston, there's some great parks and stuff there. But we were going to talk about, all the different things you could do here on the north side. There's definitely lots of farmers markets on Saturdays, like really all over. We have some really good farmers markets, if that's your jam. Also, we're going to talk about
you tell me about NASA.
Yeah.
Johnson Space Center.
Right. We were going to talk about that, those things that are further away. And then up here, there's actually a lot of parks and like right here in the Woodlands, this is where we're actually at right now, there are a few lakes, bodies of water where you go kayaking. You can what's the other water stuff you do besides kayaking? I don't know, getting a canoe.
Fishing.
Yeah, some fishing, things like that.
There's also an indoor skydiving thing up here.
Yeah, I fly. But I was saying that there's some great parks here that have walking trails, biking trails, especially in the Woodlands. They're really big on outdoorsy stuff. So I know there's a couple where, I I see people that are kayaking all the time there. Now, I don't know if you could rent a kayak or you bring your own type of deal. And then, of course, there's, boats and stuff. And so people do that, or people just like to do the nature walk and walk around the lake. In fact, one of my old corporate jobs was right on the lake up here in the Woodlands. So some people like sitting out there just watching the people who would be in a canoe or kayaking and doing that during the day and really enjoy doing that, and then would walk. Some people would walk the whole day. I don't know how far that is. And then, just going out and exploring, all the trees. It's very heavily, that's why it's called the Woodlands, because there's so much trees.
Sign said right lane closed ahead.
Oh, okay.
So they're obviously doing construction right now.
Oh, that's always lovely.
Right.
Which, speaking of, I'm like, gosh, it's kind of warm in here. We
Yeah.
have 73. Oh, no wonder. Let's turn this down, y'all. And so there's that kind of stuff. There's malls, of course. There's cute little shopping places if you're into that. There's some antique malls I know a couple really good ones in the Spring area. And then Tomball. So if you're wanting to travel a little bit, you go to Tomball, and that has a cute, old town. You can walk around. They have a great farmer's market on Saturday mornings, usually about, I think, 9 to 1. Yeah, June it'll definitely be 9 to 1. They do a farmer's market, so you go do that. Then you can walk around. They got lots of antique shops and stuff. Closer would be Old Town Spring, which is 3 minutes from my house, and again, lots of neat shops, and that's very walkable. So just kind of let us know, what are your questions about the cruise that you think would be a good video for us to do, so we can put that out there, because I'm just not sure what we haven't covered really as far as a cruise video.
Some other stuff, it was down south also, that I went to several times when I was a kid. Is you can actually tour the battleship Texas.
Oh, that's right.
And then also the San Jacinto Monument.
Yeah, but that's going to be another hour and a half?
Hour, roughly.
From our house, yeah. All depending on traffic. As you can see, normally from our house to where we had lunch is about 20-25 minutes. But we're hitting the traffic on the way back. And so
fun times.
Yeah, and that's what happens is they try to avoid doing a lot of construction during the week, obviously because of traffic and work. So they'll save it for the weekend, which is when y'all will be here. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you're going anywhere on Saturday, chances are you're going to hit some traffic. And look at this guy leaving a mile. Oh, they're wanting to get over.
Okay.
Oh,
and one other thing you can think about also, if you run up and down 45, the far left lane is an HOV lane. So you have to have at least 2 or 3 people.
2 people.
If not, if you're running on it with only one rider, you're going to get a ticket.
Right.
And also, if you are driving around, we are very proud of our toll ways.
Yeah.
But they took all the toll bridges out where you actually stop and pay, the booths, where you stop and pay, and everything now is if you don't have the toll pass, the little stickers, they will mail you the bill.
Right. At a full price.
Right. But you can go. We can leave a link for it down there. We call it an easy tag, and I have done it. We've done it whenever we've gone on road trips in other states. When you order the tag in the mail, and then you can apply it to your vehicle. And I would recommend doing that. In fact, if you're coming from the south side up to our house, it actually dumps you off right into our neighborhood.
Yeah.
So it's very, very handy.
Or, if you're going back to the airport, there's always the exit for the airport.
Right, that too.
So it is handy. So just kind of keep that in mind too. If you are driving in or renting a vehicle, if you're using a GPS, that it's going to default to making you go on the tollway. So if you don't want to do that, then you have to click the avoid tolls.
Right.
But yeah, and so it just gets busy, congested. Like I saw the sign. It said road construction all weekend, starting yesterday evening through Sunday night. So that's typical in Houston. I'm sure that's typical in most places.
Because, like, I know I used to work on that. And when we lived up here and I was working on the south side of town, I knew anyways, that if I didn't leave that area by about 3:30 in the afternoon, I wasn't getting home before 7 o'clock probably. It took me that long in my traffic, typically.
Yeah, because it's just a killer.
If not, it only took me about an hour to get home then. I'd be home by 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
If I left around 3:30.
Yeah. So it's just the things to consider. So Houston's just a really big city, but we're definitely, watch out for the motorcycles that like to just cut in between you on the right hand side, which they're not supposed to do. But anyhow, we'll do that whole video on what to do. So y'all kind of plan what you want to do that Saturday. Like I was thinking, I know for sure Shauna wants to go do the farmer's market, so that would be fun. We'll probably do the Tomball one. It is a pretty large farmer's market.
It is.
Yeah, and it is dog friendly if you happen to have your dogs, but I think we're the only ones that will have their dogs. But yeah, so it's nice, and just some food recommendations. If you're looking for places to eat, of course, I don't know when you'll have a chance to really eat, since Friday night's our thing, our barbecue meetup, and then Saturday night's going to be the pre-cruise dinner. And hopefully everybody by now should be signed up for that.
Right.
And then, what else did we want to talk about?
I'm drawing a blank all of a sudden now.
And then we should look up too to see if y'all are into music or whatever.
Right.
We'll have to talk about that, because we do have a couple good music venues. Like we of course have the Pavilion, and then what Heath is pointing out is the Do-Si-Do. So they get some good country, or I guess I would say oldies, but apparently now our music is considered oldies, but we're talking like 50s, 60s.
The last time we were there, it was a dinner and a show thing. And it was your ticket to the event got you a dinner also.
Yes. And who did we see? Do you remember?
Travis Tritt.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll look that up. And then there's one in Tomball, that's kind of like the Blues Brothers theme. And so that's
where we saw Shooter Jennings, right?
Yeah. And so they'll have some, so we'll look up and see if they posted who's on for that June, in case y'all are like, you know what, I want to have barbecue with y'all or do this, but oh man, the chance to see so-and-so in concert. But
then they have another one, she was talking about the Pavilion, they call it the Woodlands Pavilion, that's where all the major acts come.
Yeah.
The only downside with that is it's an open air arena.
Yeah.
They have one covered area, but you just have to hit it at the right time of the day for it to actually get any shade. But it is all outdoor. There's no air conditioning on it, though.
Yeah. I guess that's why it's called a pavilion, right? But yeah, it's definitely a pavilion. It does, and which, if you can get the covered seats, they do have air conditioning.
Yeah, okay then.
Yes, that's what I always did. I was like, look, I ain't going to be sitting out on the grass.
Right.
I got to have a seat with some AC.
Yeah, because they have another section, they call it the lawn, and all you're doing, it's basically standing room only.
Yeah. Not my cup of tea, but I know there's people who freaking love it, because they'll
it's
drink
cheaper too.
Yeah, because I remember one time went with a concert with some friends, and tickets were like $10 to see. And I think it was I don't even remember who we saw, honestly.
It must have been somebody really good, obviously.
I was a teenager, so who knows,
right?
But I know that they'll have pretty good ones, and so we can look that up too when we do that video. And then that's really it. So we're just, really getting excited about the cruise. We are excited about KetoCon. I know that's coming up basically in 1 month.
Yeah.
We'll be in KetoCon, and that'll be fun. Oh, I hope they didn't close the exit because I need
Oh,
that.
no.
I need the 99 one.
Right.
So yeah, we're really excited about that. That coming up, and then going to KetoCon. That's going to be a lot of fun. Seeing everybody. I know a lot of people are going to be there. I think we pretty much finalized that Friday night we're going to go to Buffalo Wild Wings. We got, in fact, if you are planning, if you're going to KetoCon and you think you want to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, hit up an HEB. You have to have the app. On the app, they have a $5 savings when you buy a Buffalo Wild Wings gift card of $25 or more. You save $5 at HEB. So we went ahead because we're like, well, one, we're always going to eat at Buffalo Wild Wings. And two, we were like, okay, we'll get that. And then that saved us, $5 on our groceries by doing that. So if you have, or you're going to be here, get the HEB app, go get that gift card for $25 for Buffalo Wild Wings, and then you also get an additional $5 off. So to me, that's, any way I could save money.
Right. We'll use a coupon on a coupon if we have to.
Yeah. So do that. So, if you're interested or want to go, just kind of meet with us that Friday when you see us walking about, and we'll say, yeah, we're going to go to this location. Lisa S., she's in our group too, and on here, Lisa, you're in charge of this. But basically, Lisa's going to help us. She'll tell us, okay, this is the best location to go to, and we're going to meet up, hopefully, including her and her son or her sons. I don't know who she's bringing, but yeah, we'll definitely want to meet up with Lisa and do that. Oh yeah, here's all the construction, y'all. That's kind of scary, do construction on a bridge.
Yes, it is.
But anyways, yeah, so we're gonna definitely
No,
freedom. Okay, sorry.
We need to hurry though. It's already after 4. Wow.
Well, yeah, because look, we have stinking traffic. But anyways, so I know for sure we're going to do that. I'm pretty sure Renee's going to be with us too. So here's your chance to hang out with the wonderful, changes her name. And then I don't know what's planned for Saturday and Sunday yet. So any suggestions, or if y'all have anything that you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this that Saturday of KetoCon or that Sunday of KetoCon, leave us a comment or message us and let us know what you're thinking, because our plans are open. And I don't want to speak for everybody, but I'm thinking Raekwon might go with us to Buffalo Wild Wings, because she said she's pretty much open to whatever. And then I don't know if Caboodle Bry's going to go as well. But I definitely know, like we're meeting up with all of them, and at some point, and then, I think Blue Dove's going to be there, so I don't know if she's going to coordinate with us too, but I'm sure we'll meet up as well. So yeah, a lot of y'all just, kind of let us know what your plans, what you want to do. So again, we kind of talked about this on live, but if, like, we're not going to organize anything, because I don't have the patience for that right at this time.
Right.
But if you're like, you know what, hey, Saturday, I am going to go eat at XYZ. Hey, Heath, Shelley, would you like to come with me? Invite us. We'll do first come, first serve.
Right.
So whoever asks us first, yeah, we'll go have dinner with you. Now, we'll pay for ourselves. We're not asking for everybody to pay for us, but I'm just saying if you invite us, but with that said, if somebody invites us, I'm not going to be inviting other people, because I don't feel like that's my place. And I might suggest to the person that they're like, hey, well, you want to come eat dinner at such and such on Saturday night? I'd be like, oh, cool. Hey, would it be okay if, because I know Renee's rooming with us, if I go, hey, is it okay if Renee tags along if she wants to? Like, I'm not going to hold her to it. I just won't talk to her the rest of the weekend if she refuses. No, I'm just saying. And then like Reichman and stuff, like I'll ask that, but I'm not gonna be, like, oh well, I ran into these 15 people, can they come with us? I'm gonna be like, look, so and so asked me, and you have to ask them, because I just don't want like a huge kerfuffle like what happened at Keto-Palooza and other things. So again, I feel like I'm rambling, but if you have any ideas and you're like, hey, would y'all want to go meet me at such and such place Saturday or Sunday, just let us know, and we'll definitely follow up with you. And I guess I've been talking all through your endless journey.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Thank you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'll let the pretty one do all the talking.
Why aren't you talking?
Yeah, but as far as my MS, I mean, everything's going fine. I'm still taking my pills like I'm supposed to. Still doing my workouts. I'm eating right. You can tell that.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything, like I said, everything's groovy. Everything's going real good.
Groovy.
So now we're just, like I said, we're just heading to Kroger. And this is a bit of a longer video because we've been sitting in traffic. I didn't feel like hitting stop. I don't want to get up and touch it. I was going to wait until we get to the Kroger and then I'll turn it off.
Oh, wow. So y'all had to ride with us another 5-10 minutes here.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. And so...
Now you're trying to find something to talk about, huh?
Well, since you said not going to end it till we get there.
Right.
Jeez.
There was something I was going to talk
We're
about.
holding them captive.
I was thinking about it while we were eating lunch, but now I don't know why it escaped me. I have a food coma now.
I know, we are so full, y'all. That was pretty good, prime rib.
Yeah, it was. A thick piece too.
I know, it was thick.
But
definitely meaty too. And
wow.
So yeah, it's been a while since we had been to Saltgrass and kind of enjoyed that. I wanted something different today, so I'm glad that we ended up going there.
Right.
Because I was like, well, I guess I'll just be getting a filet again, like, the worst.
Right.
And then when he was like, oh, and our special's prime rib, I was like, oh, y'all must have heard me when I was, like, complaining. I didn't tell the waiter that, because he would have looked at me all weird.
Right.
Yeah, so that was pretty good. I have to say, though, I really like the Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, they were good, weren't they?
No, I mean, they were good, but I was going to say from Good Company.
Oh, yeah.
They're Good Company Fish Camps Brussels sprouts. Oh, it's because they put a tomato bacon jam on it.
Yeah.
And
that's
really
another
good.
video we need to make, too.
I know.
We're going to do our own on that.
I know. We've got so many ideas, y'all.
I don't know. I'm just all hyper and excited about our cook-along here in a couple hours.
Oh, shit.
Shelly.
Oh, I said it again. I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't see that this one's straight. I said it again. I'm horrible. Just to let y'all know, if you are riding in the vehicle with me and I'm driving, there's probably going to be worse cuss words that come out, as I really have to censor myself. That's the censored version of me. I'm saying.
It's never a dull moment, I can tell you that.
You're welcome. You said, hey, I want to have an interesting life.
And then she also says when we leave in Kroger, because they're right around the corner, she also wants to go to Dutch Bro again.
Again, I know. I'm being just so naughty this weekend.
And then, what is the drink you got me hooked on over there? The Rebel? What is it exactly?
So it's still the Double Rainbow, but instead of with green iced tea, you get it with the sugar-free Rebel. So it's like an energy drink then.
It's pretty tasty. And then, what I love doing with that too is when I don't finish it, still got all the ice and all that in there, I just pour it off into my my regular cup and mix it with my tea, and that's really good too.
Oh, I bet.
A nice little mixed drink.
So full.
The only thing that would fix it was a little vodka, maybe.
Oh, really?
That's why I'm never driving, y'all.
You're always drinking?
Yeah.
That figures.
I got my keto cocktails.
Oh, yeah? That's Skinnies.
Them too. I can add that to it as well.
Oh, what is all this? There's that Indian restaurant we've never been to.
Yeah, we just got into the... well, yeah, because I'm not a big fan of Indian food.
I did enjoy Indian. I did.
And then...
Urban Bird. That used to be something else. Like a... It was like a... supposed to be a healthy burger or something like that.
I don't know, but we're in the parking lot now for Kroger. So we're fixing to run in there. And obviously we're only picking up a couple things. And then from here, we're heading straight to the house.
No, we're going to head straight to Dutch.
That's right. I just said it.
This.
Well, I'm just saying though, because also then we're going to go check on the dogs. It's been a little while for them.
Oh, I know. I'm glad I made them go before we left.
Right?
Look at this. Come on. We can pick up the pace, mister. Pick up the pace. Oh, is that that looks like that's the wrong way, but it isn't.
Huh?
That's all.
Look at that one. Is that a handicap right there?
Yes.
Oh, I see it now. Well, I didn't see the sign, but I finally saw the paint on the ground.
It's all paint.
Well, they have live crawfish.
Oh.
I don't want to cook that, though.
Supply. Oh, is this one a handicap, too? Oh, what does it say?
No, it's the parent one.
Customers with small children. Does that count? Because he was
I'm not
here.
small. What was the next one? Right past the white truck right here.
There's several past. I'll park way down here. It's hot. Hot long walk.
Well, the sooner we're getting in, the sooner we get back out.
I know. Let's go.
All right.
Thanks, y'all.
We'll see y'all in a little bit. Week 117 breakfast. And I got some tacos. I got eggs, pulled pork, jalapeños, and mushrooms in with that. Then I slathered on some sour cream on the Egg Life wrap. Topped it with that mixture. Then added some shredded cheddar, red onions, and that love chamoy sauce. Week 117 lunch, and I got another batch of bacon cheeseburgers. We got these burgers, they're 3rd pound patties. They were 12 for $12 at HEB, limit 2 packs. So of course we made 2 trips and got 4 packs total, but I got 12 of them right here. This will be my lunch this week for me and the warden. And I topped it with this Irish cheese we found at Aldi. I sliced a little block of it up. And I got some fresh sliced jalapenos, of course some bacon. And then these right here, you may be wondering, these are what I call Telechronn eggs. I learned about these from watching a man named Telechronn on Instagram. I'll leave a link to his channel, or his Instagram anyways, down below. You just take a hard-boiled egg, and you just sear it off on top of the Blackstone like this, or in a skillet. And I just did it in the bacon grease. And then if you see down here too, I thin sliced some onion. We threw all that down first before I threw all this on the Blackstone. So this is going to be my lunch this week. Don't that look amazing? So that's what the eggs and the jalapenos look like once they've been flipped. Man, those look tasty to me. Can't wait to sink my teeth into these. I'm going to let these patties go a little longer and melt that cheese. Then I'm going to pull all this and slip a plateful into the oven to hold warm for the warden. Week 117 dinner. We got a corned beef made in the Instant Pot. We're about to plate up. And here's what it looks like plated up. I got some goat cheese stuffed jalapenos on the side, and I did my own little saute of some fajita vegetables and tomatoes, and I took some of the mushroom stems and threw in there also. And on the side here, I have some of that cowboy butter or some excellent dippage. So we just got seated at Sawgrass, and he just took our drink order and told us they have prime rib on special right now, so that's what we're gonna order. I'll show you all that here in a second. And we're We're starting off with the house salad minus the croutons, and I got the blue cheese dressing, and of course I dusted it with a little bit of that Redmond real salt. Now normally when I come here I get the ribeye, but they told us that they have the special this weekend. They have the prime ribs, so that's what we ordered, and I let them keep it at medium rare, which is perfect. And then I got to order a side of the Brussels sprouts, and we added some bacon to it. So now we just left Kroger, and the next stop is Dutch Bros, and then we get to go home and set up for our cook-along.
That's right.
And y'all, if you're not a member of the Hungry Horde, a full-fledged member, so that you can get the perks of attending our cook-alongs, y'all are missing out tonight. We have an amazing recipe we're fixing to do.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Now, the way we usually do this is we'll go ahead and do a practice run of the recipe, record it, save it, and release it early to our channel members. Then after the cook-along is over, a month later, and then we'll release it to the general public too.
Yeah. But you also, the channel members, I send the email a week ahead of time, and they get a recipe card that's printable, so they keep it for their files. And I try to change the theme of, each recipe card, so it's, some kind of, not just, here's a paper how-to, but, like some kind of colorful graphic, let's say. Anyways, and so you have that, and then you get to cook with us and chit chat, and we don't put like a time limit on it. We just basically go until it feels like, okay,
it's ran its course for the evening.
Right, it's time to head out, kind of thing.
Aww.
Let's see if I can do it here.
I hate this, y'all. It's a 4-lane road here.
Yeah.
And a minute ago, this way was perfect, but then we had oncoming traffic that wouldn't let us cross. Now we finally got here, and now we're gonna have to turn again, so we go to Dutch Bro. I know, first world problems, and y'all, I am still so full.
I know. It's hard to grocery shop when you're full.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it helps in some ways because it makes you not spend as much.
Right, because you're like, that doesn't really sound appealing.
And it helps me too, because at Kroger, they have one little section at the end of the meat aisle where they have all their discount meat. And y'all, we've put out 2 videos on that where we've actually scored so good. We had 2 buggies full of stuff. They actually had to call a manager over to okay it. So we had so much stuff we were buying.
Yeah, and it was such a big discount.
Yeah.
But then you noticed, because you were chatting about how he got the new Dr. Pepper Strawberry Cream Zero, and he's like, they were 3 for $15.
Well, it wasn't just the strawberry; it was any of the Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
They were 3 for $15 at HEB, and as we're leaving, she saw the display here. They're 3 for $14. I was like, well, do you want me to go get some? She's like, no, you have enough. Get away. I said, why'd you call me over here then? Tease.
Yeah,
Dr. Pepper tease.
That maybe you should, double check things first.
Well, the reason why I didn't do it is because there was not a Kroger near where I was going.
Yeah.
My favorite one we go to by the house, on the right side of the road, there's a HEB. The next light up and over to the left is a Kroger. So I like hitting both of those in unison like that, and then making the loop and coming back to the house.
Yeah.
But there's not a Costco or any other stores around that area, though. That's the only problem.
I know.
So it's either or. Either if I go to the Costco I like, right around the corner from them, a little further up, is the good HEB right there too.
Yeah, and the good thing, if you do have a Kroger in their app, is where they have all their digital coupons. And on Fridays, you get the digital coupon where you earn 4 times the points.
Oh, nice.
And which goes towards gas. And we've had enough saved up before where we got $1 off our gas per gallon, which is really nice.
Yes.
I gotta add funds to this, y'all, because
I told you that the other day.
Oh my gosh.
She's like, no, I don't need to add it. I got coupons.
Well, because I had enough for 2 free drinks
at
Dutch.
It's a good thing there's nobody behind us.
Well, they have 3 lanes at this one.
Yeah. Well, one of them, they got coned off.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and
call it off right here.
She's
tired of talking to y'all.
Well, Because we're going to be talking to somebody else and I don't want to be rude. All right,
What are you
y'all.
ordering?
That's what I'm trying to decide. I think I want something cold. So
I'm
I might
getting.
get the nitro cold brew.
I don't know.
But we'll see. All right, y'all. Well, thanks so much for watching.
Yes.
If you did watch to here, give us a thumbs up. And what's the word to comment for the week?
Coffee cruise.
Coffee cruise. That's 2 words.
That's fine. They know how to type. They're already bitch typing it anyways.
Well, some people we don't know because all they do is leave a heart or an
Well,
emoji.
Well, that's all they do then. That's still not leaving the keyword then.
That's true. Wow, we have no idea if they listened to this point.
Right?
We just assumed that they didn't.
Yeah. So this is how we check.
All right, thank you all so much for watching.
Yes.
And
Don't forget, every Friday night, 6:30 Central, we'll go live for the Friday Night Feast. Cook up an entree, make up little snacks, show y'all how we do it. Then we spend the rest of the evening just chewing the fat with all of our friends in the Hungry Horde. Then we talk about TV shows, cruising, coffee.
After hours.
Yeah. You never know what's going to happen.
That's true.
So make sure y'all tune in. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
Bye. And stay tuned to see all of our wonderful channel members, as we'll be seeing them shortly too.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.